I'm Tony Johnson. I'm marketing manager for Caterpillar, in particular for our global mining division. Been with Caterpillar for over 25 years. Third generation Cat, so I do truly bleed yellow.
Before we start, what is the difference between Cat and Caterpillar?
Yeah, that's a question we get quite often. The Cat is really our Cat brand, right? And that defines the products that are truly Caterpillar per se. Caterpillar really defines our company. So we have a lot of products that are not Cat branded. For example, electromotive diesel, Solar turbines, Perkins engines. So Caterpillar defines the company and the set of brands that we have, and then Cat defines the more traditional brand that we're used to.
Cat is considered one of the worldwide top brands. Why did it become so iconic?
That's a good question. I guess as a marketing guy, I'm lucky. I've got the number 60 brand in the world based upon Fortune's latest announcements. I'm a little below eBay, but a little above Starbucks. And I think what made it so iconic was just that Cat's one of these transformational brands. You know, we started back in the building of our world. We brought a very unique product to the line. And over that time, we've stuck true to the tradition of what our brand was. Now, we've had to transform it a couple of times when we went from Caterpillar Tractor Company to Caterpillar Inc. And I would say we're probably in another transformational period now as we look to take our brand for the generations ahead.
What is the advantage for the customers? When you're talking to dealers, what is the advantage of having this brand?
Well, I mentioned, iconic being from the 1920s, and I think the one thing that stood true with the Cat brand is two things. One, the quality of our products, and then secondly, our ability to support that through our dealer distribution network. A lot of companies can come out and mimic your product, but mimicking and building our dealer distribution network is the really one true differentiator. It doesn't matter wherever you're at in the world. Caterpillar's there, our dealers are there, and they have that inherent ability to support the product. You can't mimic that. You can't do that online. That's something that just there, and it's part of our business model.
You mentioned other countries. How do you measure the penetration of the brand in other countries, and how does it differ between countries?
Yeah, we do measure the brand. I don't think it's the penetration, but we do get kind of a pulse. We do an enterprise brand analysis, and so we look at the feedback that we're getting from our customers about what they think about our brand during those times. And it does vary by country. As a marketing manager, I use that to help determine what do I focus on in our message, and what are what do the customers feel about our products in the U.S. versus Russia. And that's a prime example where Caterpillar is a very known brand in the U.S., for example, but in certain markets outside of it, especially as we've grown in mining to underground mining, that brand isn't as well recognized. So we're able to measure that and then do some marketing in those countries and then measure the effectiveness of what that's done.
The company has different divisions serving construction, also serving mining. How does the brand differ between those different divisions?
Well, I think it's one thing you talk about the iconic brand. The one thing that doesn't differ is how we present the brand. So we are very strict about the use of the Cat logo, the use of the Caterpillar logo. That is consistent across all of our industries and in the look and feel of what we do. Our ability to customize, per se, is in the message and how we connect with that industry. In particular, what we say to the mining industry and the message that we want to portray about Caterpillar is probably a lot different than if you're a building construction customer who has skid steers and that. So the brand itself stays consistent, but the message that we deliver through our marketing changes.
Caterpillar is known for putting on large events. When you had the Las Vegas show, for instance, you put in a train into the show. What are the what is the purpose behind the large events? What are you trying to do with the marketing there?
Well, I think as a marketing manager for a mining division, it's a little bit different. In particular, MINExpo is there's no show like it in the world. It's every 4 years, so you depend on it. It's a global gathering of the mining world, and for us, it's very critical that we're there. So MINExpo in particular, we make a big investment there. Our customers are there. We use it to message the industry. We use it to launch products. And so we want to make sure that we take that opportunity from a marketing perspective. Other trade shows and things around the world, it depends. On a regional basis, we take a more, where does it fit in with our strategy? A lot of times our dealers cover those. So you may not say, well, Caterpillar itself is not at a show, but our local dealer will be at that show. And then our participation also depends on the economy. For us right now, the mining is in a very depressed period, so our marketing budgets are a little bit limited, so the scale of what we do is often limited by the investment that we can make into that marketing.
What are some of the metrics you look at as being a marketing manager? How are you looking at the ROI for your marketing?
Yeah, I think with mining it's a little more difficult, and I'll tell you why. So at Mine Expo, we know that our ROI, even though we make a significant investment there, our ROI is in the hundreds of percents. The right people are there. We look at the mining buying cycle is so long that we look at who's into that cycle. In most cases, they're there, so it's an opportunity to show them our latest products. Off the exhibit floor, we have hundreds of business meetings that actually happen at a case like Mine Expo, so that's where our true ROI happens. In other areas of our marketing, it's been harder to measure that, such things as advertising, some of the promotions we do. You do the basic web presence and literature. I think the optimism that I have is in the future for me, measuring those returns comes to the digital space. That's growing significantly. And when I do that, I have the ability to track and measure who saw it, how many saw it, and then hopefully drive an action of that at the end. So as a marketer, that's where the future measurement's going to come for me.
Marketing has been changing a bit. You had on YouTube, for instance, you had the giant Jenga game that was played with Caterpillar equipment. Can you talk about the types of changes that are happening with the marketing?
Yeah, I think I mentioned that earlier, where we haven't changed our brand a lot. The core of what we are from a brand perspective is really solid. We changed it when we went from Caterpillar Tractor Company to Caterpillar Incorporated in the late 80s, early 90s. And that was a name change of our company. I think now we're not considering the name change, but we are having to connect with that next generation of customers. That next generation of customers, there's so many channels that they get influenced by. And I think it's important for us, not only for our current customers, but our marketing has to do two things. It has to reach our current customers and make them feel good about making a Caterpillar decision long-term or replacing a piece of Caterpillar equipment. But I also think our marketing has to touch those who aren't our customers, because we are such an iconic brand and a very strong business. Our business model is good. The ethics of our company are good. Our returns are very good. And so we also have to market to those that may not be our customers directly. I know here in the Peoria area, Caterpillar is just a stalwart in the community. It's everywhere that we do, and we're like that all around the world. So what I'm excited about the future is really connecting in all the channels that are there, not only with our customers, but with those that may not be Caterpillar customers. Cat's a company, I'm third generation. I've still got 25 or so years to work here. I'm excited about being on that next generation marketing transformation of taking our company to a place that it hasn't been. Doing things like the videos are absolutely necessary. And doing something that's fun and engaging. You're really fighting for mind space as a marketer. You have to do it very short and you have to do it very quick. And that digital space is where I think that we have the opportunity to grow.
Thank you very much, Tony Johnson.
You're welcome. Thanks for your time.